Previously, I showed you how to turn your home devices to smart devices. Hey Google, turn on lights. I can control it via app and voice command, but what if I want more? And so, I've purchased this Sonoff 433MHz remote control to further extend the capabilities of my smart devices. Along with it, this is the Sonoff RF bridge, which basically receives the signal from the remote control. Some of the newer Sonoff smart plug already comes with the RF control, so the RF bridge is optional. However, since I'm using the older versions of the smart plugs, I'll need the RF bridge in order to use this remote control. The Sonoff RF bridge acts like a hub that receives incoming 433MHz radio frequencies. It takes power in via micro USB. It's a shame there's no cable that comes with it though. The little hole here is the reset button. You can poke it through with a paper clip. Besides using it to receive the incoming remote input signal, you can also pair other infrared motion sensors with the bridge. I've powered this up using my own micro USB cable. What's next is to set this device to pairing mode. Using a paper clip, press the reset button through the hole for a couple seconds. When the LED is pulsing rapidly, this is when you know it is in pairing mode and we are ready to set up in the app. I've covered this setup process with ewelink app in other videos. You can check through that to further understand the process. I've named this device as Remote Control Bridge. Next, we need to get the remote ready for pairing. Before that, I'll have to pull off the battery tab, making sure it is powered up. Back to ewelink app, under the remote control bridge we have just added, let's add a new remote. What it's trying to do here is to learn the incoming signal from your sensor or remote. In the app, just long press the virtual button until you hear a beep from the bridge to enter the learning mode. Press and hold the physical remote button for a few seconds until you hear a beep from the bridge. I'll continue to set up these buttons and name them accordingly. Next, I'll go to Scene option to tell these buttons what to do. Adding a scene is fairly simple. You have an if-then condition. You're telling that when something happens, what should it perform? In my case, when a certain remote button is pressed, I want it to turn off or turn on specific lights. I set this part to reverse, basically telling it to do opposite of the current condition. If it is on, turn it off. If it is off, then turn it on kind of scenario. Then I'll give this scene a name so I know what it does. What's left is to set up the rest of the other buttons to tell them what to do. Yes, it works. Now I can control them via app voice commands, and even remote control. Since the remote uses radio frequency, the signal can pretty much reach anywhere within my home compound. That's all. Bye!